searched for each other for a long time. They walked on the earth, and they experienced the elements alone first. And maybe they passed each other on the way. Maybe they crossed paths many times until they understood that they were right for each other. How many times did they wonder, where was their true love? How many times in the search did they miss the opportunity to realize they were right for each other? Well, today and tomorrow, they have found the right moment. And there's nothing more right than love. Because love is the fifth element we're dealing with. We have air, water, fire, earth, and love, which they represent to all of us.
Many blessings to this beautiful couple that has graced us today in the sharing of their union. May they together walk the path of the heart and transform all their challenges into joy.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
So we'll start with the air element and face each other. This is the air element face each other. And with the air you breathe into each other and you get closer and closer until the final kiss. Let's start a little bit further. Not so fast.
Air is the essential element for life. It's the first experience of life that you have. You are breathing in air, and the entire community shares the unifying force of air. So close our eyes and go back. There's a time when we first understood the power of air. Maybe it was the wind in the trees. Maybe it was an experience when you realized that without that, none of the animals, the insects, no one would be alive without the air element. And that air element is the life that you give to your offspring, because you will continue all of this with the love between you to others in your life. Air is the element of life. Water again. Without water, there is no life.
So we shift position to the wider area. And again, we will face each other.
Water is the place where we are, where the ocean meets the earth. They have picked this particular spot after a long search because it was sacred to them. The experiences of water that they had here, the experience resonated with them, so they brought us all here to the meeting of the ocean and the earth. Their love has actually brought us all here. As water loves every creature on earth and gives it life. Also, we should reflect on the power of water in our lives to remind us how sacred it is. And it can take life. For water itself, if we've ever had the experience of drowning, can take the air away and remind us that life is very precious. You can see the power of water in rainstorms, in elements that are both creative and difficult. Because relationships are extremely difficult and extremely creative. And to be as fluid as water is an essential aspect of their relationship together. How fluid can they be? How changing can they be with the obstacles that come in life?
Now we're going to shift to the position of fire. Face each other.
Air, water, and fire. Fire is the passion of their love together. Fire is the element that represents heat, that represents their closeness. It is also the element of intensity. It's the intensity that as they go out in the world together, that they have to confront the obstacles that represent fire. Fire is the element that is probably the most dramatic in their lives, as they understand that passion and confronting the difficulties are only matched if they do this thing together. Separately, they are consumed by the fire. Together, with air and water, they rescue one another. Do you agree now to be reminded of this intensity and this passion and this love for each other by being marked? Do you? Say yes if you do. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's remind you. To look in each other's eyes while this is happening. This is the intensity that I want you to feel for each other. Okay? Okay? All right? Okay? love is many, many things. And you'll be reminded in your life with this moment of that intensity. Look into each other's eyes now. So much that I do this thing because I know of the struggle and the passion we're about to undertake together for a lifetime. Does everyone here agree that this is the most beautiful couple you have ever seen?
Yes.
Does everyone here agree that this couple deserves to love each other for infinity?
Yes.
Does everyone here agree that everything they do together is based on love?
Yes.
We are in agreement. Okay. All right. And that's the air element. Okay, so the final element here is the earth element. Which all of you represent.
The crowd, the
Okay?
community.
So all of you on foundation.
It's very clear our love is here to stay, not for a year, but ever and a day. Oh, the radio and the telephone, the movies that we know, may just be passing fancies, and in time may go. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay. But our love is here to stay. Yeah.
To be in the real elements of earth and water and air, and to thank you all too. And whatever you whispered in their ears was the ultimate part of this whole ritual. Is the fact that you had all prepared an intention that will last with them forever, and it had the element that we always look for to make a successful ritual, and that is the stone of crying. And everyone was touched and moved, and the tears represent the success, and that's the real love. Okay, there they are.
You guys all ready to make this happen? Wow! Yeah! Look at this! Wow! Can I get an amen? Woo! Always wanted to do that. All right. With that, let's begin.
All right. Hit it, Gina. That's for you.
please stand. Welcome, everyone. Please be seated. We all know the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. But I think the most exciting part about Trevor and Boe combining forces is that their power couple name is now Toe. Big party tonight, hashtag Toe Jam. So, to help explain why I'm up here and given this really beautiful chapel, I thought I'd start with a quote from the Bible about friendship. And even though I am a full-fledged, totally legitimate, web-ordained minister, I'm not sure what part of the Bible this quote comes from, but it goes like this. Friends are God's way of apologizing to us for our families. It's like one of the books. I don't know what book it is. Don't get me wrong, I feel very lucky to have the family I do, but I feel even more fortunate to have found friends like Boe and Trevor. I have known Boe for 15 years now. Can you believe that? Most friends that have known each other for that long will say they've been through their ups and downs. But with Boe, it's pretty much just been a bunch of ups. And for those of you that know her, this should come as no surprise. It's almost as if you can't help but feel lighter when she's around. We have had so many great memories and celebrated so many milestones. Having Boe in my life has truly been telemagical. And of course, it was through Boe that I got to meet Trevor. And even though I've known Boe for a little longer, Trevor has definitely been fast-tracked on the friendship highway. We've already shared a bunch of memories together running around New York. I got to watch Trevor hobble through the Yuba River with a broken toe. And we've been to a few too many bad Jukley shows together. But I feel like you really don't get to know Trevor until you see him perform and be in his element. And lucky for me, I got to be one of the original Faust and Fox groupies. Shout out to Katie. And it's really been a treat getting to know Trevor these past few years. Needless to say, Boe and Trevor are two of my favorite people, and it makes perfect sense why they adore each other. It is such an honor that they asked me to be up here today, and I wanted to thank you, and I love you both.
Love you too.
At this time, I'd like to invite the mother of the groom, Deborah, up to the front.
You know, Trevor asked me, when he asked me to read something at the ceremony, it took me about half a second to go to his sister, Emily, who's the poet in the family, who wrote this beautiful poem in honor of Boe and Trevor. This and now, my love. We are through a tunnel and under the fog, where willow trees sing in the language of our lips, and wind slips up our cuffs to salt us with bay on the 4th of July. My fingers are tangled in your hair. We are a feeling in our bones when we sleep, of rolling west in a dream. Together we are everything, and just like a movie, this music gilds the sky and we drive into the golden heart sun. Your long legs are curled around mine. We are a song of the future, here, there, and everywhere. A child's footprint in water, shoes inside the door, with sea glass and pebbles arranged like stars. Ours and yours, and all of this right now, my love.
That was good.
Thank you so much, Deborah. That was
I think I'm a crier.
beautiful.
I didn't know.
You gonna make it, Trev?
Emily, you're truly one of the greatest writers I've ever encountered.
Thank you.
Family or not, just fire.
Next, I'd like to welcome Boo. Trevor's Boo. Welcome Bo's brother, Luca.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here today. I am Luke, Bo's little brother. If you don't know that, you're missing out. I'm pretty cool. Anyway, you guys are all very the beautiful people. I'm happy to be here, really. But especially, I'm happy to be here for my older sister, Boe. You are one of the most important people in my life, and my heart, there's definitely a part of my heart that beats specifically for you. You've helped me through a lot, and I just want to continue to be there for you and share memories with you. And I've put you through a lot. I think we've been through a lot, but I don't know. When it comes down to it, we always are there for each other, and we've always helped each other. And I just look forward to doing that always. And I love you very much. Yeah, you mean a lot to me. And I am just so thrilled that that this day is here. Yeah, because you deserve it. And happiness, to me, when your happiness becomes another person's happiness, I believe that is love. And it's actually a Lana Del Rey quote. Thought I would sneak that in for you. Yeah. Shout out to Lana Del Rey. Yeah, anyway, when you two found each other, it was really incredible because you guys are both truly amazing people, but also have a very weird side. There's my sister, when she was younger, she used to be cleaning dirt off of radishes, and she would say, "Got some poop on my radishes." Did you know? But and then Trevor, I'm gonna turn this into a roast. Trevor told me, which this is beautiful to me. He used to put boogers on his kites.
Wait, you gotta tell the story right here.
On the wall. But anyway.
I was like 3. Do you want me to tell it?
I don't want to tell it. I don't need to go into it.
Okay, great.
But the fact that you share that story with me,
Yeah, right.
it meant a lot. I know.
That's my new band name.
Booger kites. That's good. No, but you are you're a great man, Trevor, and I do respect you a lot. I've had a lot of amazing memories with you out on my dad's property and just in and out of my sister's life. You have actually helped me a lot more than you think, and really shared a lot of kind, precious, and supportive words. And I don't think I've ever told you that. But yeah, I care deeply for you, and I think you're an amazing individual, and I just look forward to sharing things with you, and just creating memories with you, and yeah, I just look forward to it all. And thank you guys. I love you guys a lot. Yeah. Thank you.
We're gonna talk about the booger thing. You can ask me.
Just for the people standing.
Yeah, they're good back
All
there.
right.
Hey, if you're standing all the way in the back, you want to come and fill in this pew right here, come on up. James and Stracco and company, Adam, Jace. Anyway, sometimes you gotta arrange this stuff. Love this.
I mean,
Yeah, come on up here, boys.
standing.
Yeah. What's that cute? No one wanted to sit there? Weird. Always hanging with them. Come on up, Sam Rubin, Jason. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Luke. That was really nice. Over the last few weeks, I was hoping I could come up with something really profound to say about love and marriage, but it turns out that's easier said than done. So instead, I'm going to share some insights from Boe and Trevor themselves. And neither of them have heard each other's answers, so this should be fun for all of us. The first question I asked was, what do you love most about the other person? And when I asked Trevor, he answered without hesitating, she always laughs at my stories. And when I asked Boe what she loved about Trevor, she said, he tells great stories. If that's not a sign that they should be together, I'm not sure what to tell you. I also asked each of them, when was the moment you knew you wanted to get married? Here's what Boe shared with me. After we had been apart for a while, Trevor came over one afternoon after an exhausting week. As soon as he was there, I finally felt at home again for the first time since we had been apart. I knew then and there that this was undeniably forever love, and I never wanted to be without him again. And here's when Trevor knew. Having reconnected after spending some time apart, Boe and I had a really honest and open talk one night. I was having some self-doubt and was worried I was holding Boe back. We weren't really sure where to go from here. The next morning, I popped out of bed and thought, what am I doing? I immediately got dressed, went downtown and found Boe and told her right then I wanted to be with her. It was my run through the airport moment, and thankfully I caught her before she took off. Thank you guys for sharing those with me and with everyone. I think it really just shows how much you mean to each other. Yeah.
His pockets for something.
All right, so now before Trevor and Boe exchange their personal vows, I thought we could all help them out a little. I've been to a lot of weddings, and on the wedding invite, it usually asks, will you be attending? I think instead it should say, will you be participating? We are all here to celebrate the union of Boe and Trevor, but hopefully this is also a lasting union of all of us with them. I think part of the reason we are here witnessing their commitment is to actually help them keep those promises down the road. We, of course, love celebrating the highs with them. That part's pretty easy. But more importantly, they will need us more during the lows. As friends and family, there will be times when we can lead by example or share some wisdom. But there will also be times when we will need to be open enough to seek their support as well. What makes any meaningful relationship both terrifying and successful is our ability to be vulnerable. And fortunately, with the support of a loving community, we don't have to do it alone. So if you would all please join me in a group vow of we will.
We went to Japan and we started saying Aru after everything. Like, Church-aru. That's Manaru. Oh no. That was good, man. Thank you.
Good luck, Trevor, you're up.
Thank you, Boe. Thank you so much. This meant a lot to me. You know, for all this preparation that goes into these events, when you get to stand up here and everything's finished, and you get to be in this moment, it's definitely worth it, I have to say. Side note. Well, I am a wealthy man. Not in money, although perhaps someday, but in love. This is long, I gotta make it through this shit. Let's go. Yeah, I got it. As I stand here before you, together, in the presence of our dearest family and friends, my heart and spirit feel full to the brim with the affection that I hold for you in this moment. I actually wrote this when I awoke unusually early, before sunrise, as you slept peacefully beside me. My pen began racing across the paper like a mad composer scrawling this modern sonnet. I was half asleep and I half awake in a full state of lucid dreaming. It's true. And that makes perfect sense to me, Boe, because being with you is like being in a beautiful dream that I never want to wake up from. Anyway, the first time that I ever saw you, hey, let's keep it together here. The first time I ever saw you, I'll say it, I had the most exciting sense of deja vu. Like I knew you from somewhere. And then standing in driver's market behind the counter, I printed out a receipt with your name on it so I could find out what it was, like a weird little stalker. And your name was Boe. And I love your name. Asking you on a date in the organic $18 granola aisle was the best thing that I ever did. It might be more than that. Just as your father said, we have always been searching for each other in this world since we were young. And now we are here. You've always been the one, Boe. I've risen to great heights in this life, and I've fallen hard. And I promise to you that I will always believe in you and in us, the way that you believe in me. You're a healer. You are endlessly loyal and kind. You are an amazing kisser. And you have the most beautifully soft skin. You are truly authentic, and you put my soul at ease. You make me laugh, and more importantly, you laugh at all my stories. You are an incredible friend, and you are an inspiration to the people in your life. You are filled with light. I vow never to give up, even when times get hard. And I vow to not care that you literally know nothing about sports. Like, nothing. And you know what? That's okay. And that you once told me that your favorite baseball player on the Giants is Parker Posey. She's an actress. Boe, I vow to be my best self and to someday be a great father, hopefully. I vow to always crash hot tubs with you and to always refill the chocolate drawer even after I eat it all. I promise to clean the damn shower curtain and kill all the spiders when they scare you. Or release them into the wild. It's whatever. I promise to always keep you laughing. But most importantly, I, Boe Elizabeth Roberts, vow to love you for the rest of my life. Thanks.
Well done, guys. That was incredible. I will now ask Boe and Trevor to seal their vows with the exchanging of rings. Boe, please hold Trevor's hand and place this ring on his finger. Boe, will you take Trevor to be your lawfully wedded husband, to commit yourself to his happiness and self-fulfillment, to promise to love, honor, and trust him in sickness and in health, in adversity and prosperity, and to be true to him so long as you both shall live?
I do.
Trevor, please hold Bo's hand and place this ring on her finger. Trevor, will you take Boe to be your lawfully wedded wife, to commit yourself to her happiness and self-fulfillment, to promise to love, honor, and trust her in sickness and in health, in adversity and prosperity, and to be true to her so long as you both shall live.
I do.
May these rings be a symbol of your everlasting love and a daily reminder of the deep affection you feel on this very special day surrounded by your friends and family. Boe, Trevor, you have made special promises to each other, which have been symbolized by your vows and the exchange of rings. With the love and support from all of us, we now send you forth on your journey together. May you be filled with gratitude and wonder, humor and fun, hope and perseverance, so that you may grow in wisdom and grace. By the power vested in me by the World Wide Web, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. We did it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is truly my honor to present for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Markham.
And we'd be playing Tekken 3 in Dorm 54, and it was like, just one more laugh, just one more game, and we always got it done. So my bad advice is this, procrastinate together. Just do it, put it all off, put everything off. Because the best times of my life have been when Trevor and I had something to do, but we just didn't do it. When we had fun. All right, raise a glass, ladies and gentlemen, to Trevor and Boe, to love, laughter, and happily ever after.
I might just shut this down. It just has a level. It's just like an expansion attachment. Receive more audio.
Hi, everybody. I'm Julia. I would only do this for you, Bo. So my life changed forever. My first night in Spain for a semester abroad, and I was put in a hotel room with that smiling, beautiful, glowing person over there. And it was basically love at first sight. I mean, I really remember this moment so clearly, and I knew I hadn't met a friend for life. So a few weeks after that, after we'd been in Cordoba for a while, Bo, Rochelle, another girl and I went to the island of Mallorca, and we basically laughed for 3 days. Like, literally laughed for 3 days. And that was it. That was the censure. I was like, this is my bud. So as it's been said many times today, Boe loves to laugh. And you also, most of you know, she's also incredibly kind, patient, and loving. But there is some stuff in the vault. Bo's not just sweet. I basically can't tell you anything that happened between 2003 and 2004. And I can't tell you anything that happened in the entire country of Morocco. Don't get me wrong, we are all of us girls are very proud of Boe and Morocco, but I'm not going to tell you about it. So, after returning from abroad, we settled back into life in Santa Cruz and later Maui. Basically Shangri-La for Boe, all things Boe. Requirements for Boe would be sunshine, good friends, hills she can walk straight up and then straight back down. That's how she does it. Fancy coffee, a place to dance, and a rock and health food store with an amazing folk section. This is required. So I don't think it was a surprise to any of us when Boe met her future husband in the bulk aisle. She spends a good chunk of her week there, so it was not a surprise. So Boe and Trevor's first date was an adventure. It sounded to me like they meandered around San Francisco with no real plan. Eventually, they ended up at Madrone, a legendary place to dance. Trev has since told me that he thought he blew it, but our girl ate it all up. Boe loves nothing more than an adventure. Trevor, you are amazing. You are so funny, so kind, and so perfect for Boe. I love you both. So let's raise a glass to all your future adventures. Love you guys.
Light, beautiful, and sweet and kind. And I think the most that I've heard from Boe today was at the vows today. And what you said today was just was so beautiful. The kindness in your voice and the love in the message that you in your vows makes me very sure that Trevor is in very good hands, and I hope you keep him in line. Cheers to the new couple.
Okay, you guys will have to through first completion. It's gonna be good. Okay, so hi everybody. I'm Rachel. For those of you who don't know me, so I have known Boe since we were 12. Sarah Stern's back there actually outranks me on the oldest, dearest ones. But I just wanted to share a few things about how I met Boe and some of our adventures, prepubescent adventures. Thought might interest some of you. So I first noticed Boe in 7th grade, and she was drawing a dreamy flower on her binder. And apparently that was it. I was so enchanted that I immediately asked her to have a sleepover at my house. Barely having talked to her. But that was it. And for those of you that know Boe, you know that that is not unlikely. She has this presence that everyone is mentioning, but she pulls you into this world that is so rare. Sorry, can I keep it going? And magical, and you just want to be a part of it. I'm gonna make it all the way through. That's gonna be really proud of me.
So, I still feel like one of the places I'm most comfortable in the world is with her mom and her laughing at her kitchen table. But minus all of the mixtapes that we used to make off the radio when we missed the first part of the song because we were waiting for like the top one to come on and we would cut off the beginning. But give them to each other in class, right? And dye our hair the worst colors. Go to concerts we had like no business going to. Going to raves we had like no business going to. When I think of Boe, there's one particular story in mind that I wanted to share with you. So bear with me. So I believe it was the summer of our junior year, we decided to go on a road trip, right? It should be simple enough. Throw a few things in the car, make some plans, maybe pack a tent, anything like that. We did not do any of those things. I basically I took my mom's car, very nice car, and we threw some sleeping bags in the car with zero plan, like no itinerary whatsoever, and just started driving up the coast, Highway 1, with like no cell phone service. 17, just doing your thing. The first night we slept out on a beach. I don't even know if you know this, Catherine. Just slept out on the beach in sleeping bags. Really hoping that the tide didn't come up so hard that, wake us up. That was the thing that happened. We spent the second night in I think we were in a parking lot in Gualala and we traded Oreos and Top Ramen for hash. I think that's the thing that happened. Didn't pack the lunch. So by the time we made it up to the Yuba River, this was like day 3, day 4, and we were like, oh, we should probably call Catherine. Maybe give her a ring, let her know what's going on. We just checked in and she had already filed like a missing persons report. That had already happened. So just nailed it. But it all makes sense with Boe, like taking you to this place that is fantastic and absolutely unforgettable. And so from what I know of Trevor, he also very much likes to adventure and likes to wander without very many plans, which seems very fitting, right, when I think about the person that she chose to be with, right? So thinking about kind of the next great adventure, word to the wise is always remember to call the people that love you. Tell your parents where you are. We don't worry. So thank you all so much for coming and being a part of this magical event. I just feel so incredibly happy to be here. I'm so happy for both of you. So let's raise a glass. Cheers and salute.
Incredible moment in my life and in Deborah's life, our lives, and of course Boe and Trevor's lives. It's next week, Deborah and I will have been married 39 years. Actually, we've been together about 42. And it's such an adventure to be on the planet, to be a Homo sapien, and to be able to somehow figure out how to make it work, for yourself, let alone another person. And it's really an amazing experience to have a child. There's little Trevor, baby Trevor, born in Marin General, and now here's Trevor, 35, and a new adventure has happened for him and for our entire family, and for the family that is our community, because there are many friends and family here that are very, very important to all of us in the Markhams, and to each and every one of you. I thank you for being here to celebrate.
Okay. Hi. So pretty much everybody knows who I am. I'm Trevor's baby sister, Katie. And this is such a wonderful, beautiful grouping of people. I look into the crowd and I have memories of each and every one of you. I know how important each and every one of you is to Trevor and to Boe, so this is really
Lovely. I want to talk a little bit about my relationship with my brother first. We don't have a typical sibling relationship. We never have. Trevor was not mean to me growing up. He's about 5.5 years older than me, correct? Yeah, 5.5. Not mean to me, didn't pick on me, didn't torture me, didn't tell my secrets, didn't tattletale on me. Trevor really, truly always had my back. In fact, I really think that I was actually pretty mean to my older brother. There's home videos, and I remember one specific one that my mom was behind the camera when home videos was such an important part of childhood, you know, capturing little moments in time. But Trevor was in the background, and he wanted to dance with me and wanted to hang out and be a part of this moment that my mom was trying to capture, and I was just being such a brat. I'm so sorry. I was mean to him, and his feelings were hurt because Trevor's sensitive. He is. He's like a big, sensitive bear. But you know what? He always stayed really patient with me, and Trevor, and that's still true to this day. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate that, Trevor, and how much that has meant so much to me my whole life. It's really, really rare to have an older brother that's that nice to you. But I will say, actually, hold on. There was one time Trevor was mean to me. And he knows what this was. One time. One time Trevor let me tag along, like he always did, because he's so nice. Took me to the park with his friend, Austin, to go play basketball on it was up by in Hurricane Gulch in Sausalito. There's a park up there.
Gulch?
Yep, in the Gulch. And he went to go play basketball, and I tagged along. And I played in the park while him and his buddies shot hoops. And I kept going up to him and saying, Trevor, you gotta take me home down the hill because I have to go to the bathroom. And he just blew me off, because he obviously was way more into the basketball game than taking care of his little sister. And Trevor is really into basketball, so that doesn't surprise me. And I said, Trevor, you have to. And I realized at my young age, I was probably like 3 or 4, I was like, dude, this guy is not going to take me to the bathroom. I'm going to have to take this into my own hands. So I went under the slide and I pooped in my overalls. And I was like, okay. I was like, okay, that was pretty mean. But that is literally the only time. So anyway, just a little bit about that. Now you all know I pooped in my overalls under the slide. So there we go. But truly, Trevor's always been my go-to person with advice, telling me when I didn't always want to hear the truth, but really being real with me. And through some dark times in my life and where I've really struggled, Trevor has truly come in and been my hero. He really has. When I first met Boe, was on Trevor's 30th birthday party, which, by the way, I threw him a raging 30th birthday party in Sausalito. Yep, those who were there knew that was a good one. And this beautiful blonde girl came in, and I knew a little bit about her, because Trevor had talked, this girl I just met at Driver's Market, she's coming, whatever. And I was like, okay, who is this girl? She comes in with her beautiful blonde hair, and I remember watching them connect, and it was on the dance floor. And for those of us who know Boe and Trevor and their relationship, we know they kill it on the dance floor. That's where the true magic happens. I looked and I was like, oh my gosh, they have chemistry. I mean, sparks, fireworks, it was undeniable. And I loved it from the start. I saw them connect with their eyes, and I was like, okay, this girl really likes my brother, and I had the best vibes from her, and I always have. And as I grew to know Boe and their relationship grew, I realized, Boe, really, you see Trevor for who he is, and you love him for who he is, and you see his heart, and you cherish it, and you forgive the parts of Trevor and the flaws that we all have, and you embrace them, and you help him and you guide him. And there is literally nothing more that any sister or family member or friend could ever ask for than for someone like you to cherish Trevor's heart and have it. And I've always trusted you with him. And Trevor is, you know, a prize. And Boe is too. No, hold on. And Boe is too. And they truly were meant to be together. And that was always really obvious to me. So, that being said, oh gosh, I really went off script. Hold on. Oh, okay. So, I'm getting there. So Trevor and I grew up taking, our musical relationship is another part of what makes our relationship so special. We've been able to create music together, which is also a really beautiful part of our journey as brother and sister. And I credit that to our mom, Deborah, and our dad, Roy, who filled our home with art and music. Hearing my dad play piano every morning and every night was a big part of our life. And I grew up going to my brother's recitals and seeing him perform with his little tie and his little suit jacket on stage, and being so proud of my older brother. And hearing all the compliments, you know, wow, Trevor has such a beautiful voice, and he's the best singer, and all these things, and I just was like, that is my big brother. That is so cool. I felt like he was a celebrity, and being a little sister, that was such a big deal for me. But one specific memory I have, which kind of kicked off being, you know, admiring my brother and his talent, was when he was in 4th grade. He played Prince Charming in Cinderella. And Cinderella was my favorite movie. I was 4 years old, and my brother in 4th grade was playing Prince Charming, and that blew my mind. And that always stuck with me, and that was really the moment where Trevor became my hero, is when he played Prince Charming in 4th grade. So Trevor and Boe, I'm going to sing with Roy, So This Is Love from Cinderella. For you. So this is love, so this is love, so this is what makes life divine. I'm on a glow, and now I know the key to all heaven is mine. My heart has wings, and I can fly. I can touch every star in the sky. Oh, this is a miracle that I've been dreaming of. So this is love.
Oh, you guys, it's an honor to play this for you, knowing the backstory. Ladies and gentlemen, how about it for Boe and Trevor? The night was mighty dark, so you could hardly see. The moon refused to shine. There's a couple sitting
Trevor Faust Markham, my love, I stand with you here today with a full heart, a peaceful mind, and a free spirit. There is a force between us that pulls us together, as if we orbit each other. This gravitation brings me great comfort and trust in our union, for not only do I choose you, I also feel a universal confirmation. The love I experience from you and for you is the greatest gift of my life. In our love, I feel the freedom to be completely myself, and with this, I have everything I need. I had a dream a couple of years ago when we were not together that was filled with panic, until I saw you and you put your arms around me, and I knew that everything would be okay. You offer me the deepest comfort and contentment, and I am so happy when I am with you. I vow to you today and always to be my best self, as we are partners, and in my strength and joy is also your freedom. I understand that we will be allies through challenging chapters in our lives. I will honor you and promise to treat you with unwavering respect and trust when life feels both easy and also very hard. I vow to be stronger than my fears and to rise above my worries and to not let scarcity seep into our lives in any way. I vow to appreciate and take inspiration from your natural ability to enjoy life and to take your time.
Roasted.
I vow to cherish you and all that you are to your core, and to always see as deeply into your eyes as possible so that I can be a partner aligned with your soul. All of this is with the promise and unwavering intent to achieve our best lives together and to allow space for each of us to never stop dreaming. You are my home, Trevor. You are the one I want to start each day with and end each night with. I love you forever. Aru.
January, June or July. It's no time to stay outside. Spoon